All right, what is going on, YouTubes? We're just gonna get right into this, guys. This is the biggest hole in crypto I've ever found. I know I made a video earlier explaining how there's a crypto bubble, guys. This just like solidifies that there is a problem that's going to get addressed very soon. Okay, and I want you guys to know something before we watch this in deep dive. All right, please take the time to watch this video because this is very, very bad for the market. Okay. Here, we'll just go to market rankings. Please watch this video, guys. This is kind of messed up. Oh, wait. No, what am I doing? We're going crypto market ratings. I'm already wasting time. Okay, right here. Boom. Look at Tether, bro. Number 4. And they're literally the most crooked crooks of them all. And I know what you guys are saying. How is Tether crooked? I don't understand. Well, we're going to do a deep dive into why, okay? And it's not going to be me researching. This dude, Coffeezillas, did the most deepest dive of all deep dives. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'd leveraged my position on HBAR, but I could only sell it with USDT. So I was wondering, I was like, what would happen if USDT just, I don't know, got cracked down? And then I was like, well, I'd lose all my money. And I would have no way to sell it, and then I'd be literally screwed. And if USDT went down, half the market is built upon USDT, which means the whole market would get absolutely obliterated. But, again, certain cryptos, like I said in my last video, they'd rise from the ashes, like Quant, HBAR, XRP. Those cryptos would rise from the ashes because they're actually useful. And they don't really need USDT to back them. The USDT is a very weird coin. And I know what you guys are thinking, there's no way anything would happen to USDT. It's the number 4 crypto. How is that possible? Do you guys understand? When XRP got lawsuited, they were a top 10 crypto on every exchange. Every exchange, dude. And then the people that own some of their XRP lost it. And then once the lawsuit happened, dude, everyone lost so much money on their XRP. So I just want you guys to know, it is so possible that Tether could just get caught up for what they're doing. Now, we're gonna do a deep dive. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little rundown on what could happen. Now, Coffeezillas, if you guys don't know who he is, he does a lot of deep dives on these, and he's a very, very trustworthy YouTuber, and he has very good information. So we're going to watch these. This is kind of going to be like a little reaction video today because I want to use my channel to kind of get this information out there because nobody is talking about Tether. I'm glad this almost has 1 million views too. Nobody's talking about Tether and why they're so shady, okay? And whenever I tell people about Tether, they think I'm a psycho. They're like, are you on meth, bro? There's no way Tether's going to go down. Watch.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're going to watch this one first and then this one, and we're just going to react to it.
I hate to be the bearer of bear news, but this might be the scariest chart you'll ever see, and I'll explain why. Welcome back to the $10 million studio, boys. I'm your host, Coffeezillas, and today we're talking once again about Tether. If you haven't seen sort of the big summary video of what the whole situation is with them, we'll link it below. Tether is one of the biggest, it is the biggest stable coin. One of the main ways crypto markets get liquidity. And if you're excited about how the crypto markets are just going straight up, you might want to see this for a second here. Now, as we know, a lot of people have suspected for a long time that Tether is not backed by, really anything. People have said it's not backed by US dollars. Eventually they admitted that was true.
Wait, hold up. I want to make sure my head's not in the way of Coffeezillas.
It's backed by a basket of receivables, mostly commercial paper. We have come to find out. But I want to show you their market cap just to illustrate something. This is what I think is a pretty scary chart if you're heavily invested in crypto. And guys, again, I'm not saying this isn't to make you panic. It's not to make you go sell everything. It's to educate you. Some people are going to tell you be bullish at all times. Just be a bull. Don't ever think about anything like this. Some people are going to tell you that the sky's falling. Look, I don't really subscribe to either of those. I do invest a little bit in crypto. I don't talk about what I invest in because I don't want to steer you guys towards my stupid way of thinking. But my point is, I'm not just some blind hater. But at the same time, you guys have to be educated with what your risks are. And right now, not a lot of people are talking about this. So
this is very true. If you so what he's about to say, if you bring this up to anyone, they'll get super defensive because, for example, me, dude, I have like my whole life in crypto, okay? But you know, I'm taking account for what he's saying because it's true. And now I took all my money out of KuCoin since it's linked to USDT, and I only have assets now in coins that I could trade other than USDT. Because if I go to sell my gains that I'm going to make in the future, say I have like a couple $100,000 that I make in profit, I'm like, oh boy, time to go sell them. Oh wait, they were only linked to USDT and now they're worthless. That is what could happen, guys, and that is horrifying, dude. So I had to sell my Meta Hero because it was only linked to USDT. That was pretty much the only coin that was only linked to USDT that I had. So all my other ones are good. I had to close my leverage positions on some of them too because I could only take them out in USDT. So that was kind of a bummer, dude, because I really was playing those leverages because, you know, we knew Hedera Hashgraph was going to go up. So I just took all that money. I'm keeping it on standby in case this CoffeeZilla is right, and I know that CoffeeZilla is right, dude. Here, we're just going to keep watching.
This chart is Tether's market cap. Basically, because Tether's worth $1, whatever their market cap is how many Tethers are in existence, actually. It's a pretty easy way to track how much they've been printing. And people call Tether sort of the central bank of crypto because they seem like they can just print whenever they want. Now, if you guys remember, the New York Attorney General investigated them and found that Tether lied when they said that they were always backed 1-to-1, and that from 2017 to like late 2018, like November-ish, they were unbacked, right? And then in 2019, they changed their disclosure to say, yeah, we're actually not backed 1-to-1. We've been lying to you guys pretty much for our entire existence, but don't pay attention to that.
And that was before the bull run, keep in mind, guys. So, like, the fact that they were lying, why would they need to lie? That's my thing. Why would they need to lie? That's already a red flag right away.
But what I want to draw your attention to, guys, is, okay, so this chart that I have in front of me is Tether's market cap during the time that the New York Attorney General says they were unbacked, right? The New York Attorney General says, for sure we know at this point they were lying to people. We know that they were not telling the truth, okay? So look at this chart, and I'm going to slowly take it. So this is the end of 2018, beginning 2019 here. This is when they changed their disclosure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this over, and you're going to see how Tether has progressed and printed money after being found to have lied to people. Because the big question is what are they not telling us? What are they telling us? So watch this. Watch this. This is Tether's activity since the New York Attorney General determined they lied. This is the state of affairs with crypto, guys. The people we think who might be falsely inflating the market, this is where we knew they were lying to us. This is now the state of affairs. Tether is now worth more than Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme at its height. Tether is now worth $72 billion, and they've gone completely mad with how much they're printing. And again, we know this is not USD backed. Tether themselves will tell you that. They're backed mostly by commercial paper. Ask them whose commercial paper do you hold? They won't tell you. In fact, they'll block your FOIA request to find out, as we talked about in this video over here. I mean, if you look at just the past...
Yeah, so what CoffeeZilla did, guys, he asked Tether for those papers of what they're backed by, and they wouldn't disclose it to him because they said it would hurt their position in the market. Dude, the truth always comes to fruition, guys. There's something they're hiding, and the fact that they are just printing all this USDT. It's not backed by the US dollar, guys. It's backed by their own papers. Do you know how sketchy that sounds, dude? And they're the fourth crypto in the market, guys. There is something seriously sinister going on here, okay? And no one's talking about it. That's why I wanted to make this video, dude. I just figured this out yesterday, keep in mind. So I'm trying to figure out how to play this still, so just bear with me, but we're gonna finish this.
7 days. You can...
Oh, also, one more thing. Tether is the very thing that crypto is trying to avoid. They are trying to cure inflation. And the fact that Tether is just putting more tethers in the market without anyone knowing or saying anything, dude, that's exactly the problem that we're trying to get away from. And Tether is doing that problem. Do you guys see what's going on? That is bad news. Could you say that Tether is inflating the market? Not all of it. There are a lot of institutions that are coming into the market with crypto that is driving the price up. However, Tether is contributing to the price surges that we are seeing. That's what I believe.
See that the printeroonie is going crazy.
It is going crazy.
They're just printing the dollary dues, dude.
That's in the past 2 weeks, guys. The past 2 weeks, they have printed $2 billion in Tether. In this past 2 weeks that you're watching this video. And it's just keep going up. They don't give a fuck. They're like, yep, all right, yep, no. More tethers. More tethers, more tethers. Woohoo! There's going to be serious problems with that, guys. Can't go on forever. Trust me.
Look at this. They went from, what, like 70 billion market cap to a 72.5. That's $2.5 billion in 7 days, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for them, dude. Crypto is becoming what they sought to fight with fiat. Like, fiat, everybody thought, oh, that's clearly, you know, a scam, the way they're printing money over there. Inflation's going to kill us all. And then you go over to crypto, you think you've diversified. Tether's printing. Tether, the central bank, is printing it almost as fast as Jay Powell. Quite wild, quite insane. And if you're watching the markets, you're just concerned about hedging your risk, just bear in mind this, no pun intended, when thinking about your crypto investments. It's fine to be bullish on the technology of crypto. I also am too. But you have to be smart about it, guys. You have to know that there are a lot of grifters, a lot of scammers in this game. And this stuff is linked to all sorts of things like Bitcoin, Ethereum price. Like, I don't know. So whatever happens when it all comes crashing down, I'm pretty well convinced that something bad is going to eventually happen with Tether.
Me too.
When it does, what exactly happens is anyone's guess. I don't think the market's going to go to zero. I've never said that, but I do worry that people may underestimate what this is actually going to do. So, guys, just keep that in mind when you are out there trying to invest in the market. But anyway, guys, that's just what I wanted to show you. We knew they were lying here. This is what's happened since. Do with that what you will. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
All right, guys. All jokes aside, that's scary. That is scary stuff.
Held in our reserves.
We're going to watch this one now, too.
So one
Just probably like 3 minutes.
USDT is equivalent to 1 USD. And how it was supposed to work in theory was that you would give Tether $1 and they'd mint you 1 Tether. You could then go spend that Tether on crypto or whatever you wanted. And if you ever wanted to redeem that Tether, you could go back to Tether Limited, the company, give them your Tether, and they'd give back to you your $1. And then they'd burn that Tether token so it doesn't exist anymore, thus maintaining the exact balance of money in Tether's reserves to the number of Tethers that have been issued. In theory, that's how it's supposed to work.
You see, that sounds good. That actually sounds really stable.
Here comes the first sign of trouble. See, people started to notice that actually, in Tether's terms of service, Tether doesn't actually have to redeem anything if they don't want to. It's literally in writing. Right here, Tether reserves the right to delay the redemption or withdrawal of Tether tokens.
Are you kidding? And no one cares? No one's going, hey, you know, that's a little fishy. It's the 4th biggest fucking coin on the market, dude. This is scary. I figured this out yesterday, dude. It's like I just figured out we're in a zombie apocalypse and nobody knows there's zombies. Like, this is scary shit, guys. Honestly, not financial advice. Don't want to get sued. I might sell some of my positions, dude. Except for Quant and H-Bar. The other, like, I just want to have money on the sidelines to where when this bubble pops, it's a matter of not if, it's when. When it does, and if Tether ever gets caught for what they're doing, then there's going, dude, the market is, we could see an 80% dip. But when that happens, guys, it's going to get bought back up. it is going to go back up within the year. That will be the opportunity of a lifetime, okay, to get rich. So that is why I want a little bit of cash on the sidelines. So when we do see that, all right. But I do think the Tether scheme is going to keep going. So I do have one leverage position open with Tether. So say, for instance, once December hits and then we have that huge green candle, I'm going to sell my leverage position. I'll have probably a couple grand, including the grand I have on the sidelines. So I'll roughly have around 5-6 grand. And then I'm going to use that money to then hold. And then once the bear market happens, I'm going to put that money back in. And then I'm just going to go to the promised land with it. That is my personal play on how I'm going to play it now that I figured out the whole Tether shit.
Then, again, if you didn't believe
Crazy
me,
stuff.
Even more specifically, Tether reserves the right to redeem Tether tokens by in-kind redemptions of securities. In other words, if you decide you don't want these Tethers anymore and want them redeemed by Tether, as was always intended, they do not have to give you your money back. But
that is why any coin that is involved with Tether, run immediately, run away. I hope you guys have stayed till the end of this video, because that is probably the most important thing you need to take away from this video. The fact that if you had, for instance, say you opened a leverage position on Hedera Hashgraph right now. Say Hedera Hashgraph goes to $20, all right? And then say you put like $1,000 on a 5x leverage. That would roughly be around a couple $100,000. We'll say $200,000, $300,000. You're like, wow, oh, I have this life-changing money. I want to put a down payment down on a house. All right, time to convert it into Tether. Say Tether gets caught up. Oh, shoot, Tether's out of the market. How am I going to convert this? Right here, it reserves the right to not give you their Tether. Now you have a fist up your ass and you don't know what to do because all your gains are gone. Do you know how horrifying that is, guys? All jokes aside, that is fucked. That is like actually diabolically, disgustingly fucked, okay? That is like more disgusting than 2 Big Macs. That's it. End of that analogy. All right, 2 Big Macs are gross. And that is the equivalent, dude. All right, I don't know where I'm... Sorry, that was a horrible analogy. You guys get the point, though. That is gross. That is really gross. Really, 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 really gross, dark, disgusting, awful. I think I'm just going to end the video there. That is the main thing I want you to take away from this. Guys, something bad is happening with Tether. I just learned this yesterday too. And keep in mind, he's been doing this since June. I'm going to put the links to these in my description. If you guys want to watch the full videos, definitely do a deep dive. It's pretty mobbed, as they would say in my country. So yeah, be sure to leave a like on this video, guys. I don't want you to get messed up or, hurt by this, because this will come crashing down, dude. They are doing exactly what we are trying to get away from. So please leave a like video, whatever, subscribe, all that bullshit, all the YouTube shit. Yeah, I'm honestly at a loss for words, dude, because like it changes my mind on how I'm gonna play things. But you gotta adapt, guys.